Have you ever stopped to ponder the differences between storks, cranes, and herons? These three bird species, each with their own unique charm, are often mistaken for one another, yet they are distinctly different. Today, we're going to delve into the intriguing details that set them apart, from their physical characteristics to the various habitats they call home, and even their fascinating behaviors. So, are you ready to ruffle some feathers and uncover the truth? Join us as we take flight into the fascinating world of these magnificent birds. At first glance, storks, cranes, and herons may seem quite similar, but a closer look reveals a world of difference. Let's start with size. Storks are generally the largest of the three, with some species reaching up to 5 feet in height. Cranes, on the other hand, can range anywhere from 3 to 4 feet, and herons, while similar in height to cranes, have a noticeably slimmer build. Now, onto color. Storks are primarily white, but they can also sport black, gray, or even pink plumage depending on the species. Cranes typically showcase a more muted palette, with shades of gray and brown dominating their feathers. Herons are the most colorful of the lot, with species displaying a variety of hues from blue to green and even a rich chestnut brown. The beak shape offers another clue to their identity. Storks possess long, straight beaks perfect for snatching up prey. Cranes have a similar beak shape, but it's usually a bit shorter and chunkier, ideal for digging in the ground for insects and small animals. Herons, however, are equipped with sharp, dagger-like beaks, designed for spearing fish and other aquatic creatures. Lastly, let's consider leg length. Storks and herons both have long legs, which they use to wade through water in search of food. Cranes also have long legs, but they are more likely to be seen striding across dry land. A key difference is that cranes' legs remain extended when flying, while storks and herons tuck theirs in mid-flight. So, while storks, cranes, and herons may share the skies, they are far from identical. Each species is a marvel of evolution, perfectly adapted to its lifestyle and environment, from their size and color to the shape of their beaks and the length of their legs. As we can see, each bird comes equipped with its own unique set of physical traits. But what about where they choose to call home? Just as we humans prefer different environments, so too do storks, cranes, and herons. Our feathered friends are just as particular about their homes as we are. Let's take a little trip around the world and explore the different habitats these magnificent birds prefer. First up, the stork. Storks are cosmopolitan birds, meaning they can be found all around the world. However, they do have a soft spot for wetlands, savannas, and grasslands. Ever wondered why you see storks in marshy areas? Well, these environments are rich in their favorite foods: fish, frogs, and insects. Storks also prefer areas with tall trees or cliffs, perfect for building their large, often communal nests. Next, the crane. Cranes, much like storks, also favor wetlands, but they don't stop there. Cranes are quite adaptable and can be found in a range of habitats including grasslands and tundra. They are even known to inhabit desert edges. And while cranes are less picky about their habitats, they are quite particular about their nesting sites, often choosing secluded and undisturbed areas. Finally, let's talk about the heron. Herons are most commonly found in wetland environments such as marshes and swamps. However, they can also live in coastal regions and even occasionally in desert habitats. Herons, with their long, sinewy necks and sharp beaks, are perfectly adapted for their preferred watery homes. They are solitary nesters, often choosing trees or reed beds as their nesting sites. It's fascinating to see how these birds, while similar in many ways, have adapted to thrive in such diverse habitats. From the arid edges of deserts to the lush wetlands, each species has found its own niche, each habitat shaping their behaviors, diets, and even their physical characteristics. Now that we know where to find them, let's delve into their behaviors. Behavior is a fascinating aspect of these birds, revealing much about their lives and survival strategies. Let's delve into the exciting world of avian behavior, starting with the majestic storks. These birds are known for their monogamous mating habits, often returning to the same nest year after year to raise their young. Their diet is quite diverse, from fish to frogs, even small mammals. They're also known for a peculiar behavior called bill clattering, a unique communication method that's a joy to witness. Moving on, we have the elegant cranes. These birds have a complex social structure, living in large flocks outside the breeding season. They are known for their elaborate and beautiful mating dances, which include bowing, jumping, and even throwing grass in the air. Diet-wise, cranes are omnivores, feeding on a mix of plants and small animals. When it comes to migration, cranes undertake long-distance journeys, with some species traveling thousands of miles to their wintering grounds. Lastly, let's turn our attention to the herons. These solitary hunters are patient and stealthy, often standing motionless as they wait for their prey. Their diet is primarily aquatic, including fish, frogs, and insects. Herons are also known for their unique nesting behavior. Unlike storks and cranes, herons nest in colonies called heronries, which can host hundreds of birds. Interestingly, herons don't migrate as much as storks and cranes. They prefer to stay in their territories unless food becomes scarce. Each of these birds also has a unique way of communicating. Storks use their bills, cranes use dances, and herons use a series of calls and displays. These behaviors not only help them survive but also make each species unique and fascinating to study. So as you can see, while these birds may be similar in some ways, their behaviors set them apart. Each has its own set of survival strategies, mating rituals, diet preferences, and social structures. In other words, these birds are as diverse in behavior as they are in appearance. It's clear that while these birds may share some similarities, they each lead distinctly different lives. From their physical characteristics to their habitats and behaviors, storks, cranes, and herons each present a unique piece of the avian puzzle. As we've explored today, the rich tapestry of bird species is woven from countless threads of diversity. Each individual species, each bird, contributes its own color, its own texture to the overall picture. Storks, with their long legs and strong beaks, are fascinating in their own right. Their migratory behaviors and the cultural significance they hold in various societies make them a truly intriguing species. Cranes, on the other hand, are renowned for their elaborate dances and their symbolic status in many Eastern cultures. They too are a testament to the varied and dynamic world of birds. And then we have herons, the patient fishermen standing motionless at water's edge, waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Understanding these differences, appreciating the diversity among bird species, is akin to opening a door to a world of wonder. It's about acknowledging the intricate balance of nature and the role each species plays in maintaining that balance. We've barely scratched the surface of the bird world today. If you enjoyed this flight into the lives of storks, cranes, and herons, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content about birds and nature.